If you would like to see me at Rhinebeck and experience some of this that is happening, hi friends, welcome or welcome back. I'm MC, a knit and crochet designer from Connecticut, and you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Blame the Knots, on my website, blametheknots.com, and of course right here on YouTube, where you can get to know me a little bit better. We are in, for those interested, this is going to be episode 11 of the podcast, which is kind of fun. I kind of missed when we got into double digits, so yeah, that's fun. Episode 11 for those that might care. I'm going to try and keep today on the short and sweet side because I kind of lost track of my to-do list and my sense of time, and things got a little bit away from me, so I didn't realize all the things that I was trying to squeeze into this week that I don't really have time for. My husband and I will be heading up to Rhinebeck this weekend. We're pretty lucky in that, you know, it's in New York and we are in Connecticut, so it is very close and easy for us to get to, so it's not really a trip for us. So yeah, we will be there, but that means that I need to get things done a lot sooner than I thought I did because I won't be available to do them while I'm at Rhinebeck. And also I have some things that I'm trying to get done before Rhinebeck, knitting wise, and yeah, it's going. So let's start with what I am wearing. Firstly, I am wearing my Beachy Breezy Cardi by Knitting Tipsy. I had this, I think it might have been last time I had this as a finished object, so I just finished this recently and I am loving it and wanted to wear it to show it to you. And then what I'm wearing underneath actually transitions us right into our finished objects. So let me stand up so that you can see this. Okay, I'm actually kneeling on my chair instead. This is my Malibu Barbie bralette that I am testing, again for Knitting Tipsy, and I thought this went really, really well with my Beachy Breezy Cardi. I feel like these kind of more muted tones go really well together. They're not like jewel tones, but I don't know what they're called. Someone that knows colors, tell me what these are called. This one is made in the Periwinkle Sheep Purpose in the color Gold Rush, and I'm going to sit down more comfortably so that I can finish telling you about it. One second. So here's what's going on with this test. You may remember that last time I had been showing a Malibu Barbie bralette that looked quite different than this one. So this is, come on. This is my bralette from last time. There we go. Nope, it's inside out again. Every single time I've gone to show this thing, it's been inside out. Both of these. Okay, this is my bralette from last time, and this is made with Sorella yarn in the colorway Casita from when they did their Knit Flicks collection the first time around. So now, let's talk. This one is made in the size 3, according to the pattern. I am a 36-inch bust, and based on the ease recommendations in the pattern, I could have gone with a size 3 or a size 2. I signed up to test the size 3, and that is what I did. And there were some of us going back and forth in the tester chat talking about fit and just like how things were hanging on our body. Not problems, just like ease on different bodies and the way that people like their clothes to fit them and how they feel comfortable. So not like an issue, just more of a discussion of fit, I guess. So I tried 4 different times, I think. I tried the straps 4 different ways on this bralette. which is fine. That's what testing is for, and I chose to do it. It's not like Chelsea made me. I chose to try some different things just so I could like collect that data basically and see how it went. So what I ended up doing is, actually, I think the only modification I made to this bralette is that I added 2 rows of the granny stitch motif to the bottom just to get a teeny bit extra length. I think that gave me about that's like an inch-ish of extra length to the bottom of it. But otherwise, everything ended up being to pattern, even though I had tried the different strap variations multiple times. The one I went back to in the end, the last one that I did, is exactly to pattern, and things fit great. This is something that we discussed in the tester group, is I had blocked it before assembling it, and then after doing all the straps and everything, I gave it a steam, and it kind of helped things to relax again, because especially when you're doing edging on crochet, it can get things like kind of tight. So it helped everything to relax again, and it fits wonderfully. But something else that I wanted to do, before any of this discussion started in the tester chat, I had already known I wanted to make a second one of these bralettes. I was thinking that, as much as I love this color, I was thinking a more neutral one might be a good option because I would get a lot of wear out of it. So I decided to make the size 2 because technically both would work on me. So I decided to do the size 2 just so I could see how it fit, and you know, that's just more information I can give Chelsea so that she's like prepped and can answer any questions that people might have when the pattern releases. So I chose this Gold Rush color, which is from the Periwinkle Sheep. I got this, I'm pretty sure I got this yarn when I went to Hudson a couple years ago. And that's kind of funny because we will be up in that area again this weekend, and I'm hoping to bring like this with me to wear at Rhinebeck. So what was I saying? Oh, I got distracted. I made the size 2 with this. I did that's a lie. I did one very teeny tiny modification, and that is for the straps where it says the stitch that it says to attach the straps on the back. I did 1 stitch over. I attached my straps 1 stitch closer to the armpit on the back, and that is it. I did not add any extra length to this. I did the straps exactly as written. No other modifications. Both of these I used the hook recommended for the pattern. I got gauge. This yarn, the one that I'm wearing, is definitely a more plump yarn. I believe this is a 90-10 merino nylon, and so it's pretty plump, and it actually doesn't get the drape that a lot of other yarns do. Like this one that I'm holding is like a bit more flowy. It's not as flowy as like, you know, a silk or something like that, but it has more flow to it, whereas this one is pretty, it's not stiff, but it holds its shape a bit more, which is fine, but it basically, because it's so plump, I didn't have any yarn left over to do any kind of extra length or anything. But that's okay. I love it just the way it is, and I think that this outfit looks great. I'm in love. The only thing that I don't like is that it's not currently summer here. So when I wear my bralettes, I have to wear them with layers. I want to wear them on their own in nice warm weather. So I guess I will have to go maybe visit Chelsea or something like that so that I can wear them without any layers over them. Moving into my works in progress. these are things I'm probably going to talk about pretty quickly because, well, because I want to. Oh, okay. Well, balls of yarn went rolling in directions. Okay, so the first thing I have to show is my second Ave Sweats, which are in testing for Brie of the Little Wolf Knits, and I can't even fit them in the frame. So I have pants. They are this close to being done. These are actually still just the teensiest bit damp because I literally steamed them right before I set up to start filming. So basically I am right at the point where I would do the ribbing for around the ankles, and I just wanted to give them a steam, see how things changed and relaxed just before I finished them off, and make sure that everything was going smoothly. I have like just enough yarn left to get the ribbing done, so it's not like I could actually do anything to, or like make any changes if I decided that they didn't fit after steaming them. But yeah, I'm gonna lay these back off to the side because they're still a little bit damp. Oh, and I'm using Plymouth Yarn DK Merino Superwash. Did I say that these are the second Ave Sweats? I think I did. And I'm hoping to wear them on Saturday to Rhinebeck and get a picture with Brie for Brie's Rhinebeck Rumps make-along, which is all about making things for your bottom half. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Two very quick cast-ons that I will show you because I don't really have much to say about them yet. First things first is a new design that I'm working on. I believe, as of right now, I'm thinking of calling this the Hazy Shade Sweater. And yeah, it is. I am almost done with the front panel. It is bottom up. I have to do the back panel. I have to do my neck shaping soon and some sleeves, and this is made with the Little Wolf Knits fingering. Oh my gosh, what's it called? Sunfish is the fingering base, and this is using the Love in Speckles colorway that was created for Natalie of Love in Stitches membership, and I am holding it with a mohair from Emma's Yarn, which is in the color Sugar Coated. And these are the two colors, and the fingering weight is more like pinky and the mohair is a little bit more purpley, but they both have these kind of bluey teal speckles throughout them, and they're working together quite wonderfully to make this lovely fuzzy sweater. So yeah, that's all I got for that. I will keep you posted when I'm working on this. I probably won't pick it up again until next week because I'm trying to get those pants done and dusted, and then I don't really feel like taking, oh, it's everywhere. Oh my gosh. I don't really feel like taking mohair on a road trip. So I think that's gonna stay home. Because I don't want to be like, you know, I want to take a project that I'll be able to like carry around Rhinebeck and knit on while I'm hanging out with people or having lunch or whatever, and I just don't think mohair is going to do that for me. Next, I have another new cast on that is another test knit, and this is not really going to show you much, but this is the start of the Ruska Cardigan, which is a design by Sarah, who is s.knits on Instagram. And this is just the beginning. It has this lovely garter. Doesn't feel right to call it a detail because it's bigger than a detail. So there are garter areas, and it's beautiful. This is a gorgeous pattern. It's so striking. Sarah's sample is, wow, it's just beautiful. So I'm very excited to have it, and I am using the Little Wolf Knits, again, Sunfish in Ginger Cookie and some undyed, what is this called? Surrey Alpaca. And I love them. This is my first time using Surrey, and it will not be my last. I think I will potentially never touch mohair again now that I know that I love Surrey. I was nervous because I tend to be very, very sensitive to different fibers, and even honestly, like, I have barely ever worked with mohair because it's very iffy. When I wear mohair, I tend to get itchy pretty quickly. So my Hazy Shade Sweater I'm kind of making because I wanted to use up that yarn and I thought it would look good together, but ideally I want to make another sample of that using Surrey. Anyway, I got way off track. But Surrey is wonderful, and it's so soft and squishy, and I love it. And I'm so excited for this cardigan. And honestly, while I love the way that these are working out together, I'm also just so freaking in love with this Ginger Cookies colorway. I want to make more things with just this and like not having it get muted by the Surrey. I want it now. Thank you. The last thing I have to show is, I don't know if it would be called a work in progress or finished object of sorts or just something I'm really dang proud of, but I made some yarn. I'm so excited. Look at my little yarn. It's the best thing in the world. I've never been happier. I hope that this is focusing because it's teeny tiny. But this is some yarn I made with my drop spindle. So basically I've been having so much fun. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've been having so much fun. I love working on my drop spindle. I love it so much. It is the best time. I have been doing it while we've been like watching movies or TV at night, and I can't stop. I love it. I like got a sore shoulder this weekend because I was doing it too much, which prompted me to go down a rabbit hole of thinking about a spinning wheel, maybe. We'll see. But basically my drop spindle was getting full, and I probably had some more room on it, but then some stuff started like slipping. Maybe I wasn't winding things on it properly, but some of the places where I had wound it were slipping a little bit, and I could tell that the twist was getting kind of loose, so I was like, shoot, let me see what I can do. I decided to try taking it off and plying, and it mostly worked. I found a tutorial on YouTube where you wind off of the drop spindle onto like using your ball winder, and you make a cake, and then you basically pull from the outside and the inside at once and ply those two ends together all the way down. That is what I tried to do. It is probably not a technique. I will try again. Or maybe I will in a while once I get more practice with this. But I think because I had some areas that were overspun and some that were underspun and some that were like, you can tell these like chunky sections are the beginning. That was like what I did first. So that's like the beginning of my yarn. But then you can see that hopefully you can see the chunky bits are spun or applied together with some like nice thin plies. So I basically had like the beginning where I sucked and the end where I had gotten a lot better and more consistent, and those two were plied together. So it was just, I don't know. It was fine. But then like, probably because I had some overspun sections, but the ball, by the time I got to the end and, you know, it's starting to collapse on itself, like it just, there was like a huge mess at the end, and I like decided to stop fighting it and just like cut some off and sacrifice some of my yarn because I was tired of it. But I have never been more proud of myself in my entire life. Like, I don't even think when I made my first garment for myself, I don't even think I was this proud. This is so cool. I'm having the best time. And now I need to figure out how, I just like made a tiny little fake hank. I need to actually, I haven't washed this yet or soaked it or whatever you're supposed to do. I don't know what you're supposed to do next, so I have to figure that out and then do that. And I have already started working another bit on my drop spindle. I really want to get a another drop spindle, maybe a Turkish spindle. I don't know. Can someone tell me a better way to get the yarn off of the spindle so that it can be plied? Because, like, obviously I know when you're doing things on a spinning wheel, you have bobbins and then you can ply from the bobbin. But how do I get it off of the drop spindle and onto something that I can ply it from without losing my twist or messing things up? Someone please tell me. I feel like there are so many, one, I feel like there aren't that many resources on the internet, and two, I feel like when you do find people talking about stuff on the internet, they just tell you to go check out your local spinning guild, and I don't have a local spinning guild. I need the internet. I need help. So anyway, I'm having the best time of my life, and if you would like to talk about spinning with me and geek out about yarn with me, please do so. I can't wait to wash this or soak it or whatever the heck you do next, and I'm pretty sure that this little bit is gonna just become a decoration in my office that I stare at and am proud of all the time. Maybe the next yarn that I make will actually be something I knit with. But this is like my little buddy, and I'm so proud of myself. This is the coolest thing ever. Okay, I could just keep talking about this and showing you how cool it is for a long time, so maybe we should move on. Literally last night when I finished this, I shoved it in my husband's face like 10 times. I was like, look at it! How proud of me are you? Aren't I so cool? I'm amazing. I am so amazing. I made this with my fingers and a stick. And my ball winder a little bit in there too, but that actually made things harder, so. Oh my God, someone tell me all of the things. And also maybe tell me how to not spend every penny I've ever made on spinning stuff. Thank you. Okay, really quickly, we can talk about what I have been reading. I had been listening to Magic Lies and Deadly Pies by Misha Pop. When I recorded the last podcast, I was about 2 hours into the book then. And that weekend, I think it was that weekend, I like got my coffee and I told my husband like, okay, I'm gonna like sit with my coffee and listen to my book and knit for like an hour. And then I'm gonna like get up and do some chores, whatever. We had people coming over, so I was gonna like get ready for company to come over. 6 hours later, I was done with the book. I had knit quite a bit, and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't eaten anything, and it's like 3 p.m. needless to say, I really enjoyed it. I had the best time listening to this audiobook and just like chilling and doing my knitting. It was refreshingly different for a cozy mystery. I don't want to talk too much about it because I think that like you could find a lot of joy in discovering the story for yourself. But yeah, it was cute and you know, it didn't take itself too seriously, and but it was also like relevant to today, and it had some really good messages, and it was just so much fun. I had so much fun that the next day I started listening to book 2 in the series, which is called A Good Day to Pie. And I never do that. I never, ever, like, finish one book in a series and start the next one. Almost never. Probably the only time I ever did that was, like, growing up reading Harry Potter when the books were released. And no, not even really. Because I read them all when they released, and then I would, like, reread the series before the next one came out, I guess, if you count that. Sure. Anyway, no one cares, MC. No one cares. I started listening to A Good Day to Pie. I'm not that far into it, because, you know, the weekend ended and I had to go back to work. But I'm just having the best time. I'm having so much fun with this series, so I hope that you check it out, and I hope that you enjoy it too. The only other thing that I have been focusing on reading is I've been listening to The Last House Guest by Megan Miranda, and I'm not going to talk about it too much today because I am doing a really fun video with that book and with the second Ave Sweats. So I'm going to be doing a kind of vlog of making the second Ave Sweats and listening to that book and maybe seeing if I can figure out what is going on. I'm about halfway through right now. I have some theories. They're probably wrong. But yeah, I'm enjoying it and we'll see. Okay, that just brings us to a couple of very quick life channel updates. Last week I posted a video that was an update on my what is it called? Oh my gosh, okay. I posted an update. Ugh, okay. I posted a video that was checking in on all the projects that I had mentioned in my August project planning video and talking about what I'm currently working on and my plans for projects for the 4th quarter of this year. So that was a little overwhelming because I realized that I have a lot more going on than I thought I did, but even in the past week since I recorded and posted that, I have been making some great strides towards getting my projects under control. I made some slightly embarrassing discoveries in that video about projects that I had been avoiding and how I had just made up fake problems for myself. So I've come to terms with that. I've accepted where I am and I am ready to face those projects head on and like not make up any more fake issues for myself. And then, as I said before, I will be at Rhinebeck this weekend. I will be there most, if not all day on Saturday. We'll be there until I get tired or hungry and feel like leaving. And then Sunday, I'm pretty sure we'll be there at least for like the first part of the day, maybe until like a little bit after lunchtime. We have some stuff that we have to get done on Sunday evening at home, so I think we will not be making a full day out of Sunday. Right now, the weather is saying it's supposed to rain all weekend, which stinks. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with Rhinebeck. Right now, also, by the way, I think that my goals for Rhinebeck, for my shopping goals at Rhinebeck, are to look at more drop spindles and maybe check out some of the spinning wheel vendors that will be there. I don't think I'm going to be buying like a $1,000+ spinning wheel while I'm there, but it would be nice to see things and touch things and get to try some things out. So that's definitely on my list. And fiber. That's like my one thing that I know I'm leaving with, is at least one thing of fiber, because right now I only have this one color that I've been working with. This is Malibu Cloud, by the way. And yes, I have been holding this the whole time as I've been talking because I'm so proud of it and it makes me feel good. Anyway, I would like to get one, maybe two. I'm trying to be good with my money. I just feel like another color of fiber would be fun to like mix things up. What was I saying? Where was I going with all of this? My Rhinebeck purchasing goals? Yeah. So yeah, if you know of any vendors that are going to be at Rhinebeck that you think I should check out fiber-wise, please let me know, because I've never purchased fiber before. This is the only fiber I've ever purchased, and it was because it was the only one that was there. I mean, there were other colors, but I picked the color I thought was pretty out of the Malibu Cloud because that was my option. So I was going somewhere else with this though. Oh, I'm going to be at Rhinebeck. Boy, if you would like to see me at Rhinebeck and experience some of this that is happening, please definitely come say hi. I am naturally a pretty shy person and get a lot bit overwhelmed with crowds. So I'm expecting to be pretty overwhelmed on Saturday because I've only ever been to Rhinebeck on a Sunday before, and I know Sunday is the calmer day. So I'm prepared that Saturday will be terrifying for me. So what I'm getting at is I would love to say hello to you, but I'm probably going to be too afraid to seek you out and say hello to you on my own, unless we've already like agreed to meet somewhere to say hello. But if you would like to just say hi to me first, do the initiating, I would love to talk to you. I'm just probably going to be too afraid to initiate conversation with you. I'll try. I'll work on it. I'll try to be as brave as possible this weekend, but I get overwhelmed pretty quickly. So I'd love to talk to you. I'm just afraid of you. Kind of. Yeah. My husband will probably be helping to like push me to talk to more people. So yeah. I will try to hang around the hill area at some point. I do not plan to go to any of the big meetups for any of the like, you know, Andrea Mowry or I don't know who else is going to be there that's having a big meetup because like I said, crowds are terrifying. And while those are wonderful designers that I, you know, love their work and I'm sure it'd be great to meet them, I did not make a Rhinebeck sweater and people are scary. Especially if it's raining, like all those people and the mud and the rain. No, thank you. I have some plans to meet up with smaller groups of friends and I will be doing that. But again, if you see me, please come say hi. I would love to talk to you. All right, that's all I have for today. So please, please send me some spinning resources if you have them. And please let me know if you will be making an appearance at Rhinebeck and if you would like to meet up and say hi. I will be much more personable if we plan it ahead of time because I'll be able to prepare myself mentally. I'm not making myself sound like a great person, but hopefully there are some of you out there that understand that it's just easier to talk to people when you can prepare ahead of time. I swear, I like you all, and I would love to meet you. I just don't like talking to people at first. Whatever. It's fine. Anyway, I will see you next time or this weekend. And I hope that you take care of you and have a good one, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Doodly doo 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 doo. I should really become a composer.